So you might be wondering why I am putting myself through such tortures. 40-degree water with, my feet in, my hands, all the way up to my chin is not easy. And there is a bevy of, scientific evidence to potential hormone changing effects and, positive dopamine effects. But the real reason I do it is because it's very, very difficult. Now, as I sit in this cold tub, there's something else that's incredibly difficult to think about, and that is Zerchers. Zerchers are lifts that were coined by Ed Zercher in the 1930s, who had very minimal lifting equipment. And because of this, he found certain ways to exercise certain things. And the main thing being is that the barbell, instead of being in your hands, is in the crook of your elbows. And here are some of the greatest Zercher lifts around. So I like to do Zerchers because they're difficult. There is also novel stimulus there. I think that because of the bar positioning, you can work certain portions of your back that you don't typically do. It's a different style of bracing. But again, just like this cold tub, I like to do them because they're incredibly difficult and, pretty painful. As some of you know, I'm trying to deadlift 300 kilos conventionally. I think I might be able to do it sumo relatively soon. But that's one of my goals. And sometimes I get into the gym and I have this mindset of let's get a good deadlift session, and it just doesn't go well. To be honest, Olympic weightlifting is novel compared to powerlifting training, which is what it takes to deadlift the weight that I want to deadlift. And when I do these novel stimulus workouts, I don't have any expectations at all. And I end up getting really, really good workouts in. Well, at least ones where I feel like I've worked hard, I've done enough volume, and there's no real pressure on myself. This is something that allows me to succeed, and I hope that you can kind of take this with you. Okay, now let's get a good flex, and let's go train. So yeah, guys, this is a Zercher deadlift, and I don't know if you guys are aware of this. The deadlift has now been changed in the Oxford Dictionary to in the crook of the elbows. The other lifts where you grab it with your hands, I don't know what you call those. Maybe we call those hands lifts, but this is the only deadlift that matters. No, in all seriousness, you guys can see how compensated I am when I do this, and this scares a ton of people. But I promise you, if you do it really lightly, like very, very lightly, and you just build yourself up slowly, it doesn't hurt at all. In fact, this was wild. After this workout, I woke up in the morning and my back felt amazing. It's because of the way that I'm bracing my core. It's just so different. And I'm getting this range of motion. It's almost like therapeutic. But watch after I finish this rep. Look at the grimace that I make because of the pain. So now these are called squats. Right? Anything else is I don't know what anything else is. This is just a squat. And I know it's weird, the weights listed seem off, but these are pounds plates. I know, I'm such a weightlifting snob that pounds plates for me are just an annoyance, if anything. And this is not my best squat. My best squat I ever did was with Juji Mufu and Clarence.
Nice. Find it! Come on. Go, quick!
Yup, 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 come on!
Holy shit!
He's happy too.
Get in here.
He's really happy.
So I missed that, and now I'm doing a hands lift. Just tried to be smooth. I think this is like 505 pounds, nothing big. Just wasn't that explosive. This was great. This was like, all right, let's get some volume in, but let's get it in real fast. So I did a single stiff-legged hands lift at 405 pounds. Then I do 5 reps at 315 pounds. And then I do 10 at 225. And then I do 20 reps at 135 pounds. Now this is basically all of my volume for my hamstrings, or at least for my pulling, in one set. But I'm not going that fast. I'm just taking time and breathing through it. And I love doing stuff like that. Big drop sets at the end of my sessions. So here's the next day, guys. And this is more along the lines of what I was talking about, where I don't have very high expectations. So I wanted to do power snatch triple. Just work up to something that feels all right. And I had no pressure on myself to do anything special. That's just how I'm walking into the gym these days. But the point here is I want to make a lot of reps and I want to do a lot of volume. And I feel as I go through workouts like this, I just get wins. You know, it's like I'm winning here, I'm winning there.
Absolute victory.
And then I can start to expect more of myself. So typically I would go from 50 to 70 kilos, but like I said, I want more volume, I want more work. And so I went 50 to 60 kilos. So next we'll have 70 kilos, more of the same thing. And if you'll notice, there's a little bit of a jump back, and this happens when I do powers. Usually it's not an issue. It only becomes an issue when I do normal snatches and I start to jump back as well, which when I've had my best power snatch, I jumped backwards, and then that was the same cycle as where I PR'd my actual snatch, and I didn't jump backwards at all. So I fast forwarded through 80 and 90, and so here's my top set at 100 kilos. The good thing here, guys, I'm just resetting every single rep. I'm not trying to rush through. I just really want to be patient in my setup. I crouch down all the way. Crouch down all the way, grab the bar, put my heels down, breath in, lift, lower, go. Every single time. And so there we go. I'm already winning. That was, I believe, 6 sets of 3, maybe more, where I did not miss a single rep. And I was probably resting maybe like a minute and a half each time. So you guys are going to see here this exercise for the jerks. And this helps a ton. It is called a touch and go jerk. I talked about it in a video with Sonny Webster, but it's great for warming up. So basically you get the weight overhead, lower it as slow as you can, and on that catch, you go into the next rep. Now this, if you are not ready for this, or you are not good enough in the front rack, this will bury you. And so the idea is you're creating this really hard constraint on yourself to where you're working really hard. I mean, lowering that thing and catching. After this set, so after that 120 set, I was pouring in sweat. So here's 130, all 3 touch and go jerks. Boom. Helps with timing. Just, it's such an amazing drill. And it's just a drill. So here's my first real set of 3 where I reset, but I'm still re-racking. And I'm smoking these. I'm just so warm and I'm sweating. Right there, after this set, I've won the day pretty much. Right, I've already done what's expected. I feel great. So I go 150. Now I'm re-racking every one of these because the blocks are a little too low and it just takes so much energy for me to unrack. I also actually like re-racking. It like primes me for the next rep. I'm definitely rare in that. So I'm feeling good. Here comes 160. Boom, easy first rep. A little bit more difficult on the second. So here would be a tie PR for a triple for me. Not there, but I was still happy. Look at me. I'm smiling, man. I'm cheesing out. I'm cheesing this whole session. So this is really funny. I'm going to pause it super quick. When I unrack this bar, I remember unracking it and feeling it above my collarbone. And I wanted to smile so bad because I'm like, this thing feels so light. I'm about to destroy this. And I wanted to smile, but I held it back. Like I just knew right there, I'm making this too easy. Just too easy. Look at this smile. A little shit-eating grin. So then I'm like, you know what? You've already won the jerk session. Let's go for a PR. 1 kilo PR. 183. Not there, but still awesome. So then we went on to front squats. And again, here, guys, like I have not been front squatting well or that much at all. So I thought, you know, a triple at 150 would be great for me. And again, look, I'm taking 10 kilo jumps here. Now, typically, I would take 20 kilo jumps. Like I would go straight to 140, but instead I go to 130. And again, you can't really tell I'm wearing a black shirt, but my entire shirt is sweaty right now. I'm so warm and I'm actually getting work in. So then we go to 140, still 10 kilo jumps. Like this is definitely the heaviest triple I've done it in a long time. All right, not too bad. So then we go to 150 and I'm like, all right, this dude, you got to hit this. This will be your top set. The Gojira's going on again. We don't play anything else in this gym, apparently. I love Gojira, it doesn't matter. Easy second rep. Little bit of a challenge on the third. I'm like, all right, hey, good job. Let's go for 160 and let's close this thing with a bang. I was like, oh, here comes the third. The third is going to be bad, bro. Third is going to be bad. All right, so that's the session. Now, I want you guys to think back. How many reps did I take and how many reps did I miss? My expectations were low, but my standards were incredibly high, and I was able to win. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next video.